What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're looking at the Trans Tasman Cup. Round 2 just took underway last weekend, and it's an exciting tournament, and there's a lot of excitement in the air for it, because the All Blacks and the Wallaby teams would reunite in provincial format, which we haven't seen in just over a year. Super Rugby kicked off, but then unfortunately COVID hit us and we got postponed. Then Super Rugby AU and Aotearoa were created, and what a showmax we had from those two tournaments. Then debate after discussion, how are they going to try and bring some sort of Super Rugby back to our televisions again? And they did to at least try. The Trans Tasman Cup was created to combine the provincial sides of New Zealand and Australia and ignite us with a phenomenal tournament of 10 players. Building up to this tournament, there's obviously a lot of dramas of who deserves to be, who shouldn't be, etc., etc. We know that I think in 2022 we're going to see two Fijian sides join, which I think is outstanding, because it just means it's going to help develop Fijian rugby, which is so much needed, especially in the Pacific, because we all know the quality and efforts that those nations put in. So I, for one, am extremely excited. But as we've seen this tournament kick off, it's not been a pretty sight. It has been a dominance of games where the All Blacks squads have just done what they do best. It started off with the Highlanders, Bliksem the Reds, 40-19. I at least thought the Super Rugby champions of Australia would put up a bigger fight against the Highlanders, but they did not. Waratahs Hurricanes, on the other hand, was a hell of a fixture. Over 100 points in the game. 48-64. Amazing stuff. 31-29 to the Crusaders beating the Brumbies. Close game, but they would have wanted to pick up a win there. What a winner would have been to the start of the tournament if the Brumbies could have snuck it. And this is still nogal in Christchurch. A good effort from the Brumbies. 15 points to 3 Blues over the Rebels in Melbourne. And then 19-20, 1 point difference, Force versus the Chiefs. So it's not been a walkover, but it was obviously a whitewash for the New Zealand teams to dominate the performances. If we look at this past weekend's results, Hurricanes beat the Rebels 35-13. Force lost to the Highlanders 15-25. The Blues beat the Waratahs 48-21. Good to see the Waratahs scoring more points, because we all know how their stuff started. 40-19, a win for the Chiefs. This was the surprise for me of the weekend. I at least would have expected maybe the Brumbies to beat the Chiefs this weekend, but that wasn't the case. Then the game I streamed, the Reds taking on the Crusaders. Reds got points, but the Crusaders were just dominant in all format of the game. However, due to points difference, the Blues are leading the log, followed by the Hurricanes, Crusaders, Highlanders, and the Chiefs. The top 5 of New Zealand are on the top, and the bottom 5 of Australia are indeed at the bottom, with the Force leading the way, obviously on points difference, and the Rebels at the bottom of the log. A lot of people saying, is it worth it to continue? Come on, are Australia going to win any game? Look, at the end of the day, guys, these teams haven't faced each other in over a year. Yes, they played Super Rugby, they played Rugby Championship and all that stuff, but a hell of a lot has happened since these 10 squads have played against one another from a provincial point of view, from a national point of view. So it's going to be a wake-up call. But one thing's for sure, New Zealand are definitely on the upper hand right here. I mean, they were looking sharp, they were looking intense, they were capitalising on opportunities. Crusaders, Richard Mwanga was just outstanding. Top player so far of the weekend. For me, absolutely remarkable. And we've got some games to look forward to. I mean, this tournament needs to build, it needs to grow, because obviously South Africa aren't coming back to Super Rugby at this stage unless something gets worked out. So create this tournament, Trans Tasman tournament, bring in a few extra new bloods, and take it to the next level. If there's any nation or southern hemisphere that could do it, it's the New Zealanders. Experiment, change around, see what you can do. Create something unique, create something special. Because trust me, once the tournament gets underway, these boys start finding form, it's going to be a cracking game. Round one was intense. There was a lot of points being scored, which is all we want really as fans. So I wouldn't write this tournament off just yet. This weekend we've got the Hurricanes taking on the Force. Should be an interesting game. Force currently on the top of the log for Australia. Not on the log, but I think the Hurricanes should take that one. Waratahs, Crusaders. Crusaders no doubt will beat the Waratahs. Hope I'm wrong. Blues, Brumbies. I want to go Brumbies to win. But if I look at the current state of form and how they play, if they could get that game against the Crusaders, then definitely. But I'll actually go Brumbies to win, even though I don't think it could happen. Reds take on the Chiefs. Generally, you go with the championship squad, but after what the Chiefs produced just the other day, I'm not too sure. So I'll probably go Chiefs for that one. Highlanders, Rebels. Highlanders to win on Sunday morning. But it's going to be an interesting tournament. Right now, the logs don't look good. Right now, the statistics don't look good. I mean, it's been a horror start for the Australian blokes. But, you know, lift yourself up, boost yourself up, get back on the pitch and start playing cracking rugby because we know what they can do. So I don't rate this tournament off at all. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be intense. And I think these guys are going to bring us some really entertaining rugby as we go along. I mean, there were 2 points against Crusaders for the Brumbies. Not bad. Waratahs getting all those points. Not bad. So patience, time required. And we'll see results coming sooner or later. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you legends real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.